Nothing kills the joy of a .22 LR like mushy glass that can't track a tiny rimfire target. Why settle for a blurry view when you could be stacking cloverleaf groups? Welcome back. Today, we're revealing the crispest optics built specifically for rimfire. Grab yours through the links below. The number 5 product on our list is UUQ Rifle Scope. Missing an easy shot with a .22 rifle usually has nothing to do with the rifle itself. Most of the time, the problem starts with cloudy glass, weak brightness, or a scope that struggles once the light begins fading. This optic steps into that frustration with a setup that feels far more versatile than its price category suggests. The 4 to 16 times magnification range gives small game hunters and target shooters enough flexibility to move from close brush shots to longer range precision without constantly fighting the sight picture. What immediately stands out is the clarity. Fully coated HD lenses pull in light surprisingly well, while the illuminated etched reticle stays visible during early morning hunts and dim evening shooting sessions. The adjustable color illumination adds flexibility without feeling gimmicky. Then the practical details start making sense. Locking turrets prevent accidental adjustments during transport, and the front parallax control helps tighten focus when stretching a .22 LR farther than expected. Compared with simpler rimfire scopes that only handle basic backyard shooting, this one feels more adaptable for hunters and range users who want extra control without jumping into premium tactical pricing. The trade-off is slightly more weight and complexity for beginners unfamiliar with adjustable optics. Still, for squirrel hunters, plinkers, and target shooters wanting dependable precision with useful features, this scope quietly transforms a lightweight rimfire into something far more capable outdoors. At number 4 is Burris Rifle Scope. A rimfire rifle only feels truly satisfying when the optic disappears and the shot starts feeling effortless. That is exactly the kind of confidence this hunting scope quietly builds over time. Instead of overloading shooters with flashy tactical extras, it focuses on the fundamentals that actually matter in the woods and at the range. The 3 to 9 times magnification range feels incredibly balanced for a .22 LR setup, giving enough flexibility for squirrel hunting, plinking, rabbit control, and longer-range target shooting without making the rifle feel bulky or awkward. The glass clarity stands out immediately. Burris uses high-grade optics and multi-coated lenses that pull in brightness during low-light conditions when cheaper scopes begin looking dull and washed out. Small details stay visible, shadows feel cleaner, shots become easier to place with confidence. The lightweight design also keeps the rifle quick and comfortable during long carrying sessions, something many oversized optics ruin completely. Compared with budget scopes that rely on aggressive features to grab attention, this one feels more refined and dependable in real outdoor use. The low-profile turrets and simple reticle may feel basic for shooters wanting tactical adjustments, but that simplicity becomes a strength for hunters who value reliability over clutter. Long after the first range trip ends, this optic keeps proving why experienced shooters still trust traditional hunting scope designs. The third one on our list is Pinty Rifle Scope. Nothing exposes a weak rifle scope faster than the fading light before sunrise, when targets start blending into shadows and cheap optics suddenly feel useless. This scope pushes back against that frustration with a setup that feels surprisingly adaptable for rimfire shooters who want more than just basic magnification. The 2.5 to 10 times zoom range works beautifully on a .22 LR rifle, giving enough flexibility for backyard target shooting, squirrel hunting, rabbit control, and even longer-range plinking sessions without overwhelming new shooters. The multi-coated green objective lens noticeably improves brightness and clarity, especially during cloudy mornings and low-light conditions where many entry-level scopes struggle badly. Then, the illuminated reticle changes the experience further. Red and green illumination with adjustable brightness settings helps the crosshair stay visible against darker backgrounds, making fast target acquisition feel smoother and more controlled. The included laser feature also adds a fun, practical edge for shooters who enjoy close-range precision and quick sight alignment. Compared with simpler fixed-power rimfire optics, this setup offers more versatility and customization, though the added features do create a slightly busier experience for traditional hunters who prefer minimalist scopes. The aluminum construction feels solid, and the waterproof, fog-proof design gives extra confidence outdoors. For casual hunters, range shooters, and newer rifle owners wanting flexibility without spending premium money, this optic feels surprisingly capable once the shooting actually begins. On number 2 is Cvlife Rifle Scope. Tiny targets at long distance have a brutal way of exposing weak optics, especially when a rimfire rifle starts stretching beyond casual backyard shooting. This scope feels built for shooters who enjoy pushing a 22 LR farther than most people expect. The massive 6 to 24 times magnification range immediately changes how distant targets look through the glass. Small steel plates, squirrels hiding near tree lines, and tight paper groups suddenly become much easier to track with precision. The large 50mm objective lens also helps maintain a brighter sight picture during cloudy afternoons and early morning shooting sessions where smaller scopes begin losing clarity. Then, the illuminated reticle adds another layer of control. Switching between red and green illumination helps the crosshair remain visible against different backgrounds, especially during low light conditions or shaded woods. The fine click adjustments also make dialing shots feel more controlled for target shooters who care about tighter grouping consistency. Compared with simpler hunting scopes designed mainly for short-range use, this optic feels more focused on precision and extended visibility, although the larger size can feel slightly bulky on ultralight rimfire rifles. It is especially ideal for target shooters, varmint hunters, and newer long-range rimfire enthusiasts who enjoy experimenting with distance and accuracy. Somewhere between the first clean hit and the final magazine, the rifle starts feeling less like a plinker and more like a serious precision setup. Now moving to the last one is Vortex Diamondback Rifle Scope. One missed shot at a tiny steel target can instantly turn confidence into frustration, and that is exactly where this optic starts separating itself from ordinary rimfire glass. The first thing that stands out is how sharp and controlled everything feels once the reticle settles on target. Tiny movements become easier to read. Wind adjustments feel more deliberate. Even at extended rimfire distances, the image stays impressively crisp thanks to the extra low dispersion glass and fully multi-coated lenses. That matters more than people realize when shooting a 22 LR at small targets beyond typical plinking range. The first focal plane reticle is another major advantage. Unlike many entry-level scopes, where holdovers become inconsistent at different zoom levels, this setup keeps subtensions accurate across the magnification range, which makes dialing shots feel more natural during target shooting or small game hunting. The exposed turrets and side parallax adjustment also add a precision-driven experience usually found on more expensive long-range optics. Compared with simpler hunting scopes, focused mainly on close woods use, this one leans heavily towards shooters who enjoy stretching distance and refining accuracy. The trade-off is a slightly more tactical feel that casual shooters may not fully use. For rimfire enthusiasts chasing cleaner groups and steadier confidence, this scope quietly transforms a regular range session into something far more addictive. So guys, this was the video about the best 22 LR scope. We've carefully covered some of the best options available right now to help you make a smarter and more confident decision. Whether you're looking for performance, durability, value for money, or the latest features, this guide was designed to give you a clear and practical overview so you can pick what truly fits your needs. If any of the products we mentioned caught your interest, you'll find all the links conveniently placed in the description below. Make sure to check them out for more details, updated pricing, and availability. Taking a moment to explore those links can really help you choose the right option without any confusion. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating more useful and high-quality videos for you. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.